Welcome back, little cutie. This is Mackenzie for those of you who have not been here before, and if you're coming back, thanks for stopping by. Today we're gonna have a chat about something that has been coming up for me a lot, and something that I've been having to work through a lot, and something that I've been having to look back on my life and find where things are stemming from, and just really curate healing in my life so that I don't pass on anything generationally to my son. So that being said, today we're going to be talking about motherhood, and we're going to be talking about how mothers need to be more supported and the ways that mothers need to be supported. And I feel like a lot of times people don't even know how to support mothers because if you haven't been a mother, you don't really know what a mother needs support with, maybe as much as another mother. But I feel like a lot of the people we're needing support from maybe not mothers themselves. So I'm going to share with you guys today a little bit about my journey and what I watched growing up from the mothers in my life, and what I kind of took on in my own person of like what I think mothers are and what mothers need to be doing, which I watched the mothers in my life do too much and then get burnt out and then take it out on, well, me. Which this isn't like, if anybody who was a mother to me in my life is watching this isn't a video like talking poorly about you. This is just me and my experience. This is what I have picked up from that place of being a child, watching people mother and mother me and be a wife, and I took on a lot of that stuff, and a lot of that stuff had to be transmuted and changed, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So yes, mothers need more support. I want to preface this topic by saying I've been really called to talk about this because I feel like so many mothers, and I was just talking to my friend about this the other day too, so many mothers resent motherhood because they're not supported. So many mothers resent motherhood and project that onto other new moms, trying to make them, almost like prepare them for how horrible it's going to be, or prepare them for never having any time for yourself or never being able to do anything for yourself again, when it's like there are ways around this. If we could support mothers more, they could feel safe enough to partake in more things that truly nurture themselves. And so that's just how I want to preface this video. It's coming from a place of me seeing a lot of other mothers really struggle, really lose themselves, pour from their cups too much to the point where they are literally experiencing intense burnout. And that's just not it. How can we possibly care for our families, our partners, our children fully and from a place of love if we are literally burnt out and frazzled? And so with that being said, this isn't any shade towards anyone who is in that state of being burnt out and frazzled and taking it out consciously or unconsciously on the loved ones around them. Okay, so when I was growing up, I have very distinct memories of my stepmom, where she would get home from work, right? She worked all day. And a lot of the times, she was so awesome. She would go and like do CrossFit in the morning at like 5 a.m., go to work all day long, come home, cook dinner. She would do it all, right? And so I was taking notes subconsciously as a young girl of this is what mothers do, right? That's how children learn. We watch our parents. And so I would watch her do all this, and then at the end of the day, come home from work, immediately drop her purse on the counter and start cooking dinner, go outside, feed our animals, take care of our plants outside, come inside, cook dinner, And after she's done cooking dinner, she's cleaning up dinner, she's sweeping the floors, mopping the floors, vacuuming, she's doing all of these things in like a crunch mode, like she's just trying to It's like that freaking meme from SpongeBob where SpongeBob is like carrying the baby and like dusting, and then also has the vacuum with his foot, and he's like doing all those things like this. That's what I watched her do every day. So I took that as, wow, this is what moms have to do. That's mother role. That's what we have to do, right? We have to burn ourselves out. We have to do the most. And like, she never seemed very happy about it. She always seemed annoyed, triggered, burnt out. Now looking back, when I was a kid, I always just thought she was like mad or angry. But now looking back, I can see she was just burnt out. I would be too, you know? And I remember my dad very specifically saying this thing to her of being like, can you just sit down for a second? Can you just sit down on the couch and chill with me? Like, the floors don't need to be swept right now. Can you just sit down and chill? And I remember that so deeply ingrained in my mind and my memory. And it's just insane because now as an adult woman, mother, looking back on those moments and watching her, I can totally relate because there has been those moments for me now in my adult life. I kind of took what she did, right? And I imprinted that as the blueprint in my mind. Sorry, I'm drinking a kombucha, so I'm extra burpy right now. As what I need to do as a mother. So now, fast forward, I'm 26 years old. I'm a mother. I'm a partner. I have a household. I have other work endeavors I do. I make sure I go to the gym, just like my stepmom. I go to the gym. I work all day. I come home. I start dinner. I clean the house. I do the things. And I started experiencing burnout. And my partner would always be like, hey, like, the house doesn't need to be cleaned right now. This isn't what's important. Like, just come and sit and chill with me. And I remember it clicked. The puzzle pieces went together. I remembered that moment my dad said that same thing to my stepmom. And now I'm an adult and my partner's saying that same thing to me. Wow. Just wow. Everything comes full circle. What we learn to be normal when we're children and growing up, we tend to embody without knowing, and then cyclically causing the same problems in our adult life that we watched in our childhood. So now, if you're a mother or a father or whoever's watching this, and you're a parent trying to consciously break every generational trauma, every generational curse, this doesn't say our generational things don't come with blessings too. I'm talking right now about our general curses and burdens and things like that. I took a moment and I was like, wow, I don't want my son to remember me running around at a million miles an hour, trying to get everything done, trying to make our household run smoothly. But in his mind, it's gonna be, he's gonna take it more as like, oh, my mom is angry, my mom doesn't want to pay attention to me, my mom is too busy for me. That's the way kids take it. That's how I took it as a child. So I don't want my kid to be taking it that way now. So I'm thankful I'm having this epiphany now while my son is literally still a baby, so I can correct this before he's like old enough to like really see and feel that. Because I don't want my biggest fear would be for my son to like have a wife someday and not know how to support her, so that she wouldn't have to do this, right? And my partner, my man, he is so amazing. He noticed this in me. He noticed this pattern in me. He literally said to me, he's like, I remember you talking about your stepmom being like this, and he's like, you're literally being like that. And I knew that subconsciously, but it wasn't something I really was like, I need to change this now. So my partner bringing it up really was a point of action for me where I was like, you know what, like, this has to stop. So my partner and I talked about it, and he was like, just chill. Make yourself chill. He said, I will pick up, I'll make sure I load the dishwasher. I'll make sure I put the laundry away. I'll make sure to clean up after myself around the house, and you just chill. He said it's more important for you to be chilling and relaxing in the evenings with your family rather than running around like a chicken with your head cut off. And I was running around with the chicken with my head cut off with good intention, right? I'm like, I'm a superstar mom. I have a perfectly clean house all the time. But at what at what cost? And that's what my boyfriend was really talking to me about. He's like, okay, cool, like your house is like immaculately clean, but at what cost? And that part really hit home because I'm thinking about the cost that took on my psyche as a child, watching my stepmom do this. Like, kudos to her. She was doing amazing. She was doing the job she felt she needed to do, right? This is no shade toward anybody, but I don't think as parents we realize the toll that like would take on a child. And so I'm fully embodying my chill girl era. I'm allowing my man to pick up the slack wherever I drop it and just being okay with that. Like, literally, I'm a clean freak, okay? Because of my stepmom, because she was a clean freak, so I embodied that. But anyway, for example, when I do the laundry and it gets put on the bed, I'm immediately folding it. I'm immediately putting it away. Hangers, folded immaculately, looks like a little store, like a little clothing store in my house. Everything's always perfectly folded and perfectly perfect. But guess fucking what? This last time I did the laundry, I pushed it aside on the bed and I laid down and I went to sleep early, which in the past I would have never fucking done. In the past, I would have cut into my sleep, cut into my well-being to make sure that laundry pile was folded and put away before I could even sleep. I wouldn't even permit myself sleep without doing this first. That is not fucking healthy, and that's something that I had a nip in the butt. Ooh, I could really go for a neck massage. Anyways, a lot of this video just goes to say that mothers need more support. The fact that my man, and I'm so grateful for him, the fact that he was able to be like, look, babe, you need to chill. You're doing too much. I can tell like you're burnt out. I can tell you have some kind of negative energy right now. He said, you just chill and I will take care of everything. And I know not everybody has that. And that's what's breaking my heart, is I know some moms, like when I was growing up, my stepmom, my dad would have never been like, hey, I will take care of the dishes, I'll take care of this, I'll take care of that. I never seen that man like do any household chores inside the house. I don't even think he knows how to run the washer and dryer, like for clothes, which is insane. And that was like a joke between me and my stepmom growing up. She was like always talking about how he doesn't even know how to run the washer machine, and like, what is he gonna do if like I go on vacation, you know? And my dad be like, I know how to run them washer and dryer, blah, blah, blah. But it just, that joke was probably coming from a place of, I'm burnt out, I'm overstimulated, I'm having to do too much laundry, yada yada yada, please help. It was like a cry for help, right? So like, please help mothers, please just help mothers. A lot of moms are working a full-time job on top of the full-time job that is motherhood. And that is why I feel like a lot of mothers resent motherhood, and that turns into them projecting that onto their children, and then their children feeling like a burden. And children who feel like a burden typically don't grow up being the mentally healthiest. And also, just a little side quest here. This is a tip that I want to give for moms. If you feel like you don't have enough time to yourself, right? Something that I do is I have a gym in town that has a daycare, and I make sure that I consistently go to the gym, because when I drop my son off at the daycare, that's an hour of uninterrupted quiet time, self-care time that I get every day. Now, Some days that hour of peace and quiet might look like me just going and chilling in the red light therapy sauna that they have at the gym. But most days it looks like me going to a workout class and talking with other adults, right? And like, all I'm saying is that hour that I get while my son's at the gym daycare has been revolutionary in my motherhood and feeling like myself and feeling like I have time to myself. Because a big part of my identity has been like fitness in my whole life, because like I am just very into fitness, and so having that hour to like devote to myself towards something that I identify myself as is so healthy. Like, if you're a mom and you've totally just like thrown that part of yourself away, please reevaluate and try to find a gym that has a daycare, because that little short, I mean, I could even have him there for longer, but an hour, I feel great. He feels great. He's having so much fun making friends. And it's really been revolutionary for me. So if you're a mom, find a gym with a daycare. And even if you are too sore and like aren't working out, literally just bring a book and like lounge in the locker room and just have an hour of quiet. Go to the gym and just, if they got a pool, great. Mine doesn't have a pool, but like even just go chill in the hot tub. Like, you don't need to be working out for that hour. Like, you could be doing anything. Like, yeah, like we have to be more creative as moms, to like get that moment of like peace and tranquility and quiet in our life. I forget how this quote goes, but one of my friends, her name is Amaruka Soul. She also has a YouTube channel that you should definitely go check out. She has this one song that talks about like the health of our world is based off of the health of like the wombs of the mothers, and that's not exactly how it goes, but something along those lines. And that really just hits home, because if our mothers are experiencing adrenal fatigue and are spun out, incredibly stressed and overstimulated and overworked, how is that going to reflect into our children? Because then when the children are traumatized because the mothers are overworked, over this, over that, they're gonna grow up not ideally. You see where I'm going with this. So all I'm trying to say in this video is maybe take a look at your life and see where things are stemming from for you. If there's certain things that you do that maybe you realize, oh, my mom did that, or oh, my dad did that. Try to redirect, try to look within and heal that, as well as if there are mothers in your life, and there is something you can do to support those mothers, please do that. Mothers need more support, and that is the main preface of this video, is just like moms needing more support. Because my friend the other day, she's also saying that like she looked up on Instagram like mom humor or mom memes or something, and she was scrolling through them on Instagram, and all of them were negative. Like, all of them. About mothers using dark humor to cope with the dread that comes with their motherhood and the resentment that comes with their motherhood. And that's gotta change, y'all. Yeah. I mean, there was even things I had to nip in the butt, and I'm a pretty consciously aware person of my life. So, like, if you're not consciously aware of it, I could see how it could truly spin out bad. Anyways, please support the mothers. And if you're a mother, find ways to support yourself or ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. You are a human being. Okay. With that being said, thank you guys for stopping by once again. Don't forget to subscribe. I've been watching my YouTube analytics, and I've been noticing that thousands, like 4,000 plus viewers are not subscribed. So if like those 4,000 plus viewers would just subscribe, I could monetize my channel, which would make me an even better mother, because that would be an income that would be passive, that would be that would mean I would have to work less in other aspects of my life and focus more attention on my son. See, like if you want to support a mother right now, click subscribe, and also don't forget to hit that little bell notification that's in the lower, I think, right corner of your screen. Hit that little bell notification and then click all so that you can be notified every time I come out with a new video, which is weekly. And if you guys have any suggestions of future videos you guys want to see, just comment those down below, because I make videos weekly on pretty much all kinds of topics. I'm pretty much an open book, and I am pretty cool talking about anything. Nothing's really off limits to me because I don't give a fuck. So yeah. And if you're a mother, maybe comment down below. Are you feeling supported? Do you feel like you need more support? Where are areas that people could support you more? Like, let us know. Let's have a conversation about it. I love and appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by and supporting my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.